ever wondered what would happen if a pinecone decided to take a walk? Well, meet the pangolin. Imagine a creature that looks like a walking, talking pinecone, only funnier. The pangolin is the only mammal on Earth that is completely decked out in scales head to toe. Here's a little joke for you. Why don't pangolins like to play hide and seek? Because they always stick out. Now let's dive into the strange and wonderful world of pangolins. Imagine if you were a pangolin. What would a day in your life look like? Let's dive into the quirky world of our friend Pango, the pangolin. Pango is quite the character. He's a night owl, or shall we say a night pangolin, who loves to sleep during the day. He's got this whole sleeping in the daylight thing down to a science. You could say he's like a furry Dracula, but without the whole vampire thing. Now, Pango isn't exactly the most graceful creature. Picture a baby elephant trying to walk for the first time, and you've got Pango. He's a bit clumsy and has a funny habit of rolling into a ball whenever he's startled. You know, like that time in Finding Nemo, when Marlin and Dory are trying to escape from the jellyfish forest. Only, instead of swimming faster, Pango just tucks and rolls. But the real fun begins when Pango gets hungry. He has an insatiable appetite for ants and termites, making him nature's version of a pest control service. Now you might be thinking, how does Pango eat all those ants and termites? Well, he's got a long, long tongue that's perfect for reaching into those tiny anthills and termite mounds. But here's where things get a little tangled. Pango's tongue is so long, it often gets tied up in knots. Imagine trying to slurp up spaghetti only to find your tongue twisted around the noodles. That's Pango every mealtime. It's a riot to watch, and it gives a whole new meaning to the phrase tongue-tied. You see, life as a pangolin is a roller coaster of sleeping, eating, and rolling into a ball. It's not as easy as it looks, huh? But with all its quirks and hilarity, it sure is a lot of fun. So, the next time you're feeling a little clumsy or your spaghetti gets the best of you, remember our friend Pango. And chuckle a little, because after all, we've all got a bit of Pango in us. So, being a pangolin is not as easy as it looks, huh? But it sure is fun. After hearing about Pango's adventures, you must be wondering, if you were a pangolin for a day, what would you do differently to avoid getting your tongue tangled while eating ants? Would you invent a new technique or maybe create a tool to help? It's a silly question, but sometimes the silliest questions provoke the most creative thinking. Remember, spending just 10 minutes a day with Lavis Creations can do wonders for you. Don't forget to like and subscribe. This is Lavanya G saying bye for now. Keep thinking about those pangolins.